Yo, 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 what is up, my peeps? It is your main man Kop here. We are back with another awesome episode of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. As you can tell, we are ready to go talk to Keira Metz and see what this invitation of hers is all about. So without further ado, let's get at it.
I tell you, it's all because of his little slag. I don't blame him for going to war.
Follow our Witcher GPS and head on over to Keira's place. I don't know, she was really suggestive when she gave us this invitation, so it's going to be interesting to see what all she has in mind for us. I'm assuming it's just run around and get me this, that, and the other thing. Because she's a sorceress, and that's what sorceresses do with witchers. Get them to do stuff for them. So let's go
The
find
rats,
out.
why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison, or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
Who are you talking to, Keira?
Keira, what are you doing?
Geralt! You gave me quite a start.
But now the mage says, bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, you invited me here. Yeah, let's find out some information. We found out this during our little session in the bath. I wonder if yeah, no, she told us this as well. If there was any others, so we'll find out why she wants a magic lamp.
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who do you want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Was it Ciri? Well, before I find out about this, I have to go and look and see what she's got.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
Wow. A lot of rune stones. Diagrams for rune stones. Books I don't own yet. Short lure. Northern wind. It's pretty expensive. I'm gonna get the short lure. Let's get the books we don't own as well. Travel between worlds. Conjunction of the spheres. Lodge of sorceresses. Short lures for a quest. Nice. So we can still need. Well, we need a bunch of. Well, we need a bunch of stuff to make the stuff that makes the stuff that makes the stuff that makes superior insectoid oil. We still need an Irinea eye for the enhanced hybrid oil, so nothing she can give us. So, you said you had a request for me there, Keira darling?
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to F.A.Q Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Srad had all the peasants killed?
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
That's odd. So why do you want to lift
Why
this
are you
curse?
so intent on this?
I'm not, the local peasantry is.
The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch.
There's no end to it.
See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
Fine, I'll help you.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to F.A.Q Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
So, why aren't you coming with me then?
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to F.A.Q Isle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How does a magic lamp?
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you. It might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Magic walkie-talkie. Nice. Never heard of a Xenovox.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
Where'd you get it?
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
Well, I guess I'm off to Pike Isle then.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all.
Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on F.A.Q. Isle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt.
Thank you.
Girl, you've given off all kinds of mixed signals. So, where is this boat to Pike Isle ever taken? Directly south. And we just sail. Oh, I need to actually get the quest pop up to go to Pike Isle. Or maybe we just grab it. Yeah, we go here, sail straight south to here. There's this. No, don't get distracted, Kop. Gotta do the quest. Gotta do the quest if you want the sorceress to lose the dress. That's right, I just rhymed quest with dress. At me. That's what you kids say these days, isn't it?
Die.
Drowner up here. Awfully far inland drowner. Well, it wouldn't be a trip to the beach without some drowners. Did I go the wrong way? I did go the wrong way. Come on. Get on the boat. Can't catch me, Drowner. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat, Mr. Drowner, on a boat. So, while in between episodes, I ran around and cleared off those things that popped up while we were chasing Letho all around. And a few others. Just to get things a little bit more cleared up. The map is still covered in question marks. It's gonna be fun.
Geralt, can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition!
Wonderful.
That makes me think that she could actually hear anything that's going on, and she just chooses when to contact me. So it's essentially a listening device that she's planted on me, that she can talk to me through. Darn sorceresses, always planning something. Using Geralt for their schemes.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What?
Better put some necrophage oil on.
Here.
Blow your friends up.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
I swear I tried to roll out of the way of that. So who was that screaming? I thought this isle was supposed to be deserted. Hello, Drowner. That other drowner up there, but before that, let's have a look. I know a tomb when I see it, and a tomb means one thing: loot. Some Axeman's trousers. Why does that sound like a body spray? New Axeman trousers. The ladies love it when you're wearing a scent of the trousers of a guard who uses an axe. I can't jump when I'm in combat, but then I can jump. Your rules are confusing sometimes, game. Hey, ghoulies. How you doing? Oh dear. Looks like there's a lot of baddies on this island. And a lot of loot. Oh, that's not loot, that's an explosive barrel. That's liquid loot. Also known as honeycomb. maybe I got these ghouls all wrong. They want my honeycomb. Silly ghouls. Honeycomb is for Geralt. Volley arrow. See what's in here. Dwarven spirit. Fighting a lot of necrophages. Better put some more oil on. Lots of loot. Does this place have no door, or am I just not seeing the door? Hard. Open up door. I see some kind of glow over here.
Let's try Kira's lamp.
They're on to us. They're not letting Graham in.
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, likely be gobbling meat. We've no notion he's coming to tear him to shreds.
Ah.
Way's clear, lads. Adam!
So they didn't come to ask for food. They came to kill the noble. I need to remember to switch back once I go away from Quen. Not get cut off by trees. More ghosts.
They left us, look! All of them done went.
We've to swim, come on.
What about all this? I can't leave it. You go. Find a boat and come back for me. If you make it across.
Why wouldn't I? Be back before you know it.
Something tells me he was never back. Rot beans. Once you pop, you can't stop. Over this way. Ugh. So many trees. That Rodpeen's body just explode into the stratosphere? Is very cool. Where's that buzzing coming
from? A fresh corpse. Must have come here a while after the nobleman's death.
silly trees. In here? Nothing in here. Unless I circled back somehow and already searched it. Let's go say hi to these baddies here. Man, there's a lot of them. Come on. It's so cool when they chain blow each other up. Ow. I swear I rolled away from that. Man, where are those insects coming from? Let's swim. If any insects will follow me into the water.
Not good.
I don't know, it felt good to get that satisfying pop. stuff on the other side of this fence here. Let's head into the tower. Before we do, hag is what I was about to say. Loot everything that's not nailed down. Which, ironically, is pretty much what the people who came here to kill the old lord did, was loot everything that's not nailed down. But walk the battlements, Geralt. Find the loot from walking the battlements. All your loot will be mine, island. I think that's all the loot on this side, but no. We've got plants. We've got crates. Is that just a manuscript for something I already had? Wow. That never happens. They usually substitute it for something else. Once again, Geralt walks the battlements in search of that most elusive prize. Bad loot. No? So no bad loot's that way. You'd think there would be a fat loot somewhere in these battlements. You'd think. Seriously? Seriously, Kop? You're gonna miss the jump that badly? You don't even deserve fat loots. Missing a jump that bad. Got on the other from the other side. No fat loots. Wow. No fat loots on the battlements. Hmm. 1 a.m. Perfect time to go into a spoopy tower that's known to be haunted. Look at all of these rats. Old goat hide.
This place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. I think they're feeding on...
Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
I saw you, Ghost. I'll get to you in a second. Oh, that's awful helpful to have the light turn itself on when I get near.
Blood. Many must have died here.
There's something directly out there knocking on the door. Nope, just gonna watch this ghost thing and not even think about it.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him. Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and the daughter. To the top!
These guys were not good guys. These peasants were... came to do bad stuff. All that pure silver. And dimeridium ingots. Gotta like dimeridium. We'll loot this and then we'll watch our ghost message.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for 'em. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
See? No such thing as ghosts. It's just that candelabrum that was doing the pounding. No such thing as ghosts, I tell you. Now another ghost message.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all. My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Let's see if we could find us some loot on this level. Thank you, Mr. or Miss Ghost, for turning on the light, making it easier to see. Oh, guess we keep heading up. I just saw a yellow glow below the stairs. Oh, it was the door. Look, I got the loot hunger. It's taking over. What's this got to say?
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
Noble died a time ago, and yet people are still dying on this island. Such a kind ghost to turn these lights on for me. Make it so I can actually see what's going on. I didn't just see that painting move. That one just fell off the wall as a coincidence.
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Like a secret passage? Wah wah. Not that lever. Let's try this one. Oh. It's both. One's the lock and one's the door opener. Gotcha.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Well, let's loot everything. The Mage Alexander's Log Part 2. Better read that. Day 346. I never did like rats. Not because of their obscene tales, but rather on account of their lively, disturbing intelligence. They're always listening when a man believes he's talking only to himself. And what's worse, they seem to understand. A few days ago, I caught myself talking to one of them. particularly large black male with a torn-off ear. First I was overcome by panic. Was this a first manifestation of the illness? Of course, that was impossible. I had fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further consideration, I concluded it was an altogether natural reflex, one even the most learned among us must find hard to restrain. We mages like to be listened to. Place the black rat in a separate cage. The time will come for it to play a part in our tests. Meanwhile, it can keep me company and observe. I've noticed it looks with great concentration at the cages of the infected brethren, particularly those in the last stages of its illness. Fascinating. Speaking of company, I have none, besides the black rat, and cannot hope for better. Viscerad avoids the laboratory and has expressed the desire for his daughter to steer clear of me as well. At first I thought he feared a moral scandal, which would be risible in the extreme, but he explained the true reason for this course. It seems Annabelle has always possessed a fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her into foul humors. The peasants taking part in the study have stopped speaking to me. I don't know what they believe this little act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm. They made for lousy conversation partners. There remains, of course, the woman, but as for her, I try to limit my contact. Day 362. My black rat has died. Today. I found him curled up in his cage. I suspected he had become infected on accident, but during the autopsy I did not uncover any signs of illness. He was also perfectly well fed. Strange. From a medical point of view, his death remains unexplained, something which I must admit irritates the scholar in me. But as mentioned previously, I'm not particularly fond of rats. I cycled through those other ones so they didn't keep appearing when I got quest-related stuff.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
I do see those ghosts over there, but I want to look at everything first before I activate. The Mage Alexander's Log Part 1. Day 237. My experiments continue to return results I must consider unreliable because people keep crying while I'm trying to read things. Methodological errors are not at fault. The problem lies in the shoddy and fallible research material I am forced to work with. Despite his prior assurance, Viscerad is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my tests. Most of the material is starved and terrified, having been dragged here straight from the dungeon. I waste a good deal of time daily washing and delousing them before I will so much as let them step foot into my laboratory. Sterility first. As Meryl Soddingren managed to prove in her little-known work, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have a significant impact on the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers with which I am supplied do not show the sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm for the noble work in which they are taking part. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I have tried a few times, though I am but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I have the distinct impression they understood little, but perhaps this stupor was merely a result of the early stages of the illness. Of course, it is impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning. But this is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Yeah, okay, Dr. Mangala. Oh, it's raining. And it's dark out. My thinking about this is that last green goop is going to trigger something.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Yeah. I agree, Geralt. I agree. secret boot. Nice. You gotta love secret loot. Because it's on the laboratory level. Well, let's find out what this ghost has to tell us. That's not a good sound.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
You have no need to fear me, young lady.
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
The Mage of the Tower, who was he?
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave.
What happened in this tower? You gotta know.
Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What was this potion?
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Beloved failed to save you. Why?
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
Horrible way to die. Absolutely horrible way to die. Yeah, can you, talk to the other souls?
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different.
Yeah, tell me about that fresh corpse in the tower.
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man looked like a monster had attacked him recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
You're hiding something, kid.
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle.
Yeah, tell me about Graham.
Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Liar.
You must have misheard.
Liar.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
There's something wrong about you, kid. Curse is focused on you.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Yeah, you lied to me about a couple of things. I can't be sure I trust you.
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
You are the monster. I got a feeling you might be lying.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that...
She is the
Stop!
beast.
I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Yeah, I can do
Annabelle,
that.
listen.
You never still wish to help me, and here I had someone would finally take pity on me.
Damn it, gotta catch them.
Okay, come on. Where is the door out of this place now? I turned the magic lamp on, at least it lights stuff up. There it is. Hope it isn't important that I was supposed to follow her quickly or anything, because you guys know me. I'm more than easily lost.
What was that? It sounded for a moment like you joined the raids yourself.
Had to fight a pester.
A pester? And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Oriton, village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
Yes, boss. So, I'm gonna take a port to Oriton. Oh, apparently. Oh, look at that. A whole bunch of notice boards that had notices added to them. Yeah, every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Let's look at the notice board. Nursery rhyme. A lonely ear doth forest hear, a hand with marks the lady harks. Gooses stop laying. Ah, can help, any who can. My goose has stopped laying, though she's not but a year old. The Pellar said to smear her rump with grapeseed oil to get her to lay again. When I tried that, She pecked my hand so hard I still wear the bruise to this day, so I'm asking if anyone knows another safer method. Let all read and know. Yesterday Norredrada popped her clogs. For long years she played on our pity, begging for alms and her due as a lone widow without kin. Yet 'twas all lies. We went to ready her body for burial, and lo and behold, behind her stove sat a sack bursting with grain, beans and peas. Next to it, a sachet of dried apples and mushrooms. We summoned the aldermen at once and decided as follows. The food will parcel it to everyone in the village. In Nordrada, will deny a proper burial, tossing her into the swamp with a stone tied to her legs instead, that she may never know peace after death. Let this be assigned to all who steal them for themselves at the cost of others, and hide food from the rest of the village when covering it up with lies. Such shall be cursed by the gods and man. Warning! Hark! Went to Crow's Perch to do a spot of trading. Them bandits just spat on my mugs. Then shattered them all against the ground out of spite and gave me a sound beating for a lark. Take counsel with my misfortune and stay damned far away from the perch of miscreants. A request from Honora. Listen here, my man Johners left me and our pack of nippers, took whatever valuables he could carry and walked off, without a word about where to. If your path crosses his, spit in his face for me, Honora. Will do, Honora. Witcher wanted. Witcher wanted to root out and exterminate the monsters rampaging around these parts. During the time it takes to complete the contract, the Witcher will have the right to room and board in an alderman's hut, cost deducted from final pay. Message from the alderman of Lindenvale. That's another quest. Well, let's meditate for an hour, because I was badly beat up by that pesta. And we'll go over to the blacksmith here and repair.
How do I get my lush to use this hand? Ow! So, she gives me an answer.
Yeah?
Show me what you got.
Let me see what you're offering.
Ooh, bell and axe. Ooh, I should equip that crossbow. Got more attack power and a slight bit more damage.
So long.
Stuff improved.
Is it true? Einen Magmeier in Byway in Circulags? Nein. Ihm es wohle. So war es schlecht. Bis Jahre
Over here. I wonder if this is the guy by the where those two boats were parked in the previous episode. Yeah, looks like. Run past this place a bunch of times.
So, just leave me be.
Why you been following me?
What did you want from Graham?
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him. Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to F.A.Q.
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
I'm here about Annabelle.
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
You loved her?
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
Tell me what happened on F.A.Q. Isle.
What happened on F.A.Q. Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. First, then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
He's actually got a shrine to her. He loved her a lot. What exactly did you say, Graham?
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on F.A.Q. Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
Yeah, it wasn't poison that Annabelle took.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
She was alive the whole time, but... Can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault, man. You couldn't have known.
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count.
You can still help Annabelle.
Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there? In the tower? Can I see her?
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
Annabelle thinks you have abandoned her.
Annabelle thinks you abandoned her.
Gods! She hates me. And all this time she's thought I ran, abandoned her.
Yes, go to the tower, talk to her. Maybe you can convince her that's not how it was.
I thought she died. I'd never left her there otherwise.
Well, love can shatter the curse's power.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell. On one condition. That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved. Understand that, don't you?
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Well, let's go now then.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go to the tower.
Last I came through here, I still hoped to hammer.
I don't think that's going to be the end of those, so let's put some Spectre oil on.
It weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now she's dead. And it's my fault. If only I'd been able to protect her.
Can't change the past, but you can still help Annabelle to move on, to rest in peace.
It's terrifying here. It's too quiet.
Chop, chop. Speed up. Let's get this over with.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Don't think about that. Keep walking.
No, I never did go out that door. We'll have to do that on the way out. Wait, loot? How did I miss loot on the first way through? Man. Got me wondering if I missed any other loot now. Have that loot fever hit me again soon?
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Is that?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
Annabelle, I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I should never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.
Prove it. Kiss me.
Graham, careful.
Wow. He's really gonna do it. True love indeed. Geralt didn't watch that.
At last.
The curse is lifted, and Graham and Annabelle are reunited.
Wow. It is indeed much lighter in here, which is good. Still need this extra light. Even as much lighter as it is, I still need some extra light. Good thing I've got a magic lamp, so I'm not running around like a crazy person. Go talk to Keira. Mid cops. Yeah, there really wasn't much in the way of combat in that.
Were it hard slaying that horror?
Head up and talk to Keira. Let her know that the bike aisle has been cleansed.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Yeah, tell me about this mage from the Isle.
Tell me more about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Never expected you'd take such an interest in my private life.
More interested to know if you bonded, as fellow magic practitioners.
Well, we had little in common in that arena. Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
Sell some crap.
The old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
If only because... Oh, I'm not gonna make you watch while I clear off my stuff. It's just... I got a bunch of alchemy recipes, so... I want to see... Can't do that one. Cave troll liver. Ooh. That might be hard to come by. We're trying not to kill trolls. We need 2 cave troll livers. Ooh. And a cockatrice stomach. Nostrix. Yeah, there's really nothing we can do without some more, I was really hoping there was. I managed to remove the curse of
F.A.Q. Isle's free of its curse.
Able to persuade Graham to go to the tower with you? Did you mention there was a pester involved?
He knew the risks, but he'd also heard lots of stories about true love, whose kiss can break any spell. Can't help thinking that gave him courage.
And? It ended well?
Depends how you look at it. Curse is lifted, Annabelle's spirit is left in peace. But Graham's dead.
Oh, poor boy. Still, he's proved that true love may be more common than some suppose.
Yeah, Alexander was doing some strange research.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
So what do you want to do with the lamp?
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
Well, I'm out. Farewell.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
I'm just her little gopher, aren't I? Fine, I'll look into it.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
This is going to be a really long episode, I can already tell. Trap that favor for thing.
A word with you.
Pellar? Well, you've got
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pellar must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pellar needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
What's the point of Forefathers' Eve, anyway?
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times, men die choking with regret. At times, death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers' Eve.
Yeah, I'm not real interested in payment. I've got lots of gold, so I'll help him.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse. The Pellar knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to F.A.Q Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
I have a feeling Keira's stuff is going to be much longer chain than his, so let's go do Forefathers' Eve, and then we can call it an episode, and we can do Keira's stuff next episode. Don't worry, I still think that somehow, some way, we're going to wind up with Keira. I'm going to head down this way, though. He mentioned protecting the circle, so head down this way and get my weapons and armor enhanced and repaired. A little that needs repair, that is. Actually, my weapons and armor are already enhanced. Yeah, what the heck? What's this go to play out? Darn trees. Well, there's certainly a few boats here now.
be back.
Near midnight. Oh, crap. So I have to meditate till midnight, which is going to get rid of my enhancements to my weapons and armor.
Each will say by what they
Greetings.
just in time. Good folk, behold the one who will protect us. You needn't fear. Soon shall we summon the wandering souls. Beyond all help some will be. From these you must protect us. Evil creatures keep at bay. Keep at bay till the ritual's done.
Let's do it.
Begin.
Keep us from harm, and let them not disturb the circle. What is this life?
I hope you appreciate this, Pellar. Because I could be getting with Keira Metz right now. Oh, already got Spectre Oil on there. He said
you know,
undead spirits, so I'm assuming.
What comes next once life subsides? Soon will rise thy dead, thy buried.
Each will say by what they're harried.
Will ye grant these souls reprieve?
We're prepared to end their grief.
Let's begin Forefathers' Eve.
Oh,
Ye
that's not. That's corpsers.
wander on the gangers, ever caught in this world's thrall. See this sign, gentle pale. Ye we summon, ye we call. A sound I hear. It is right. Hark! A sound I hear. 'Tis right. A spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher. Spirit, join us round the fire.
Spirit, speak. This time is yours. Tell us of your ghostly woes.
Who are you, Ghost?
Who are you?
He knows.
Should I drive him away, Pellar?
Should I drive him away?
Nay.
I've come for you, patricide.
Begone, foul force! I cast upon you the light of the eternal fire! Abomination! Stop this at once!
The errant souls! We must help them!
Silence! I'll not tolerate necromancy.
Help me!
I did say I'd help the Pellar, so you leave them alone. You Church of the Eternal Fire bigots.
Leave now. You're disrupting the ritual.
This is black magic. These folk disturb the dead. We cannot allow it. We will not.
You don't know a thing about their customs.
Take him and disperse the others.
Good folk, leave not these grounds. Ye cannot break the circle. Tis an ill turn. Ill. Woe away. Blood has stained the hallowed ground. Yet we cannot stop what has begun.
What are you thinking, Pellar?
The bloodshed, it do any harm?
Tainted lies the circle now. They who thirst for the gore of men shall come. God's willing, and they will be few, and the Pellar shall finish the rite.
Continue. I got your back, buddy.
If you want to continue, I'm ready.
Good folk, we must the eve complete. Prepare yourselves. Ye we summon, ye we call. Enter souls, we'll judge ye all.
All is quiet, all is gloom.
Something whispers, something peeps. Someone near our fire creeps.
All is quiet, all is gloom. What believes in the darkest gloom.
Wraiths! This sacred ground is with blood stained. We cannot the ritual complete. People, save yourselves. If your lives you value, run!
Now I have done Spectre Oil.
Alas, all is lost.
Gotta be a peasant who told the witch hunters about the ritual. That spirit they drove away. Your father's ghost, right? Threatened to come back. Likely to keep his word.
Old man Ambrose, the Pellar fears not.
Yeah, the Wraith called you a patricide. You kill him?
That Wraith called you a patricide. He get it right?
Aye.
If I'm gonna help you, I gotta know everything. Why'd you kill your father?
The Pellar does not wish to speak of this.
Apparently the Canadian geese flying by my window don't want this spoken of either. Gotta do something about it.
You can't hope to manage this alone. You're afraid, that's clear. Wraith will hold sway over you. Listen, I'll send him off. I've got to. But I need to know where he's buried. Corpse probably hasn't turned to dust yet. That's his bond to the world of the living.
Ambrose lies in the swamp.
Fine. I'll find his body, see what I can do.
Of course, what I can do now is loot. It's what I do best. There are a lot of things to loot here. Drowner tongue, drowner tongue. Drowner brain. Monster tooth. Anything else that needs looting? Anything at all? Some mistletoe. Okay, let's head over to the signpost and then we can teleport somewhere close to this bit of the swamp that Ambrose is buried in. The orphans of Crookback Bog look to be the closest. Well, let's just hope I don't get instantly attacked by a bajillion monsters who work for those crones. Did that say loot? You know what? I'm gonna meditate for 1 hour. I can't do that right now? Well then, I'm going to... have some dried fruit and nuts. I'm going to put some necrophage oil on my blade, because that actually would have made that fight a little easier. Gotta find Ambrose's body. Imagine it's gonna be near this bajillion drowners over here. Oh, not drowners, rock beavers. I see red.
The swamps kept Ambrose's body in good shape. Even where the Pellar smashed his head in. Gotta incinerate it. That ought to get the Spectre to leave. Leave the world of the living. Never return again.
Okay then. Talk to the Pellar. I intend to talk to the Pellar, but there's a boat right here, and there's a undiscovered location right there. So let's go do that, and then I can hop in the boat and sail somewhere with a like F.A.Q. Isle. It's got a port that I can port to the Pellar. Plus, maybe we'll get some loot on the way. Oh, joy, a monster nest. Hello, drowners. Wow, there was actually a pocket of swamp gas there. Like a mini pocket.
Drowners are coming out of there. Best blow it up.
Witchers, not quite the devils you thought. I'm dead. Higher level drowner? Okay, I'm just going to meditate for a bit because I'm hurt and all my swallow's gone and I'm feeling I'm gonna have to fight stuff before I can get in the boat. Oh, okay. Well, get the boat. Rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. Okay. Mark this here. And then we'll go through. Actually, I'm on a boat, so I can quick travel here. And then I can hop off the boat. Head to the signpost. And quick travel to near the Pellar. To Blackbow.
What are ye looking at? Stop bothering us poor folk.
I'm not bothering poor folk, I'm saving poor folk. Bothering them, I would have blown up that red barrel there. Because people talk back to me all the time. Okay, I need the rest of the story, Pellar. I diverted away from doing favors for a sorceress in hope of getting favors back to do this for you, so give it to me.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
I found your father's body.
Found your father's body. Had to burn it.
Good you did. Return for me ye would have.
You really kill your father?
What's your story? You actually kill your father?
'Twas an evil man. The Pellar feared him once, but then grew brave. What his father did to his mother, the Pellar could not look upon it. So he split the father's head with an axe, left him in the swamp. But folk knew.
The wraiths should stay away from you now.
Ghost's not likely to come back.
Thank you, Witcher. A reward for your aid. And if herbs or remedies you ever need, for near nothing you will have them from me.
Nice. Whew, 50 crowns, that's also nice. Now. A favor for a friend. So, next time we go and try to find the ingredients that for whatever Keira wants, and hopefully get down to business. Wait. But this time, I want to finish off by saying thanks to all my patrons who make this kind of content possible. Commissioner Kop, Little Waggle T, Beat Cops, Short Punky and Squishy, and our rookie cop, J Storm. Thanks, you guys. You make all this possible. Truly, you are all the best community on the internet. I want you all to take care now. Peace. Kop out.